Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I want to talk about something very, very important. A lot of people have been in narcissistic relationships and they're still struggling and everything about it. But what people don't understand, like a lot of people will say, well, how bad can it be with a narcissist? Everybody has, problems and everything like that. The difference when you're dealing with a narcissist is a narcissist will rob you of certain things in your life. In other words, a narcissist is capable of robbing you of your money. A narcissist is capable of robbing you of your self-worth, your self-confidence. Dealing with a narcissist will drain you and give you anxiety and depression, which will affect your health. A narcissist can rob you of your children, all right? Because they can manipulate the children against you. So there's a lot of different things that narcissists do that are really detrimental and can destroy you. A narcissist can also destroy your reputation. They can destroy your relationships with other people. They can destroy you in the workplace to the boss and everything like that. A narcissist plays dirty, okay? But narcissists, when you're dealing with a narcissist, understand this. This is the most important concept. A narcissist doesn't trust. So they're not going to trust you. And you know what that means? That means you can never trust them. A narcissist is capable of robbing you if they think they can get away with it. In other words, let's say you leave something out valuable and they think that they could get away with robbing it because maybe you don't, you're not watching what you have, or, you're not on top of knowing, what you have in the house or whatever. A narcissist is capable of robbing you. I've seen people that have been robbed, friends that have robbed, ex-partners that have robbed. Not only that, narcissists can rob your inheritance, all right? I'm going to get into this a little bit, especially when you're dealing with a covert narcissist. Covert narcissists always go where the money is. So a covert narcissist is always going to kiss ass to the person in a family who's got the most money. And they're going to manipulate that person to try to rob your inheritance away. And how do they do that? They may tell that person to make them the power of attorney on their estate. They may, have them manipulate them and have them put their name on bank accounts. They will be kissing up and be all over the person in the family's, structure who has the money and be, the golden child, all right? And they're going to make you look bad by indirectly being so good, okay? So you can never trust a covert narcissist because they will screw you over, all right? Not only that, when you're dealing with, narcissist, if you divorce a narcissist, they're going to try to bankrupt you. They're going to try to take the house. They're going to, not want to pay child support or something like that. Everything's going to be pulling teeth when you're divorcing the narcissist, all right? You're going to be paying, out the nose for attorneys because they're going to drag it out to make you suffer and also make you spend money on lawyers. These are all things that narcissists do, okay? Everything with a narcissist is difficult. They never make anything easy. They don't want to compromise. They want it their way and that's it. And if you don't go with the program, they're going to make you pay, all right? So understand this. It's not a typical relationship where people break up and it's like, okay, it didn't work out. You go your way, I go my way. All right, whatever. With a narcissist, they have vengeance. They want to get back at you. A lot of times, narcissists will even steal from you because they're trying to get over on you, all right? Maybe you have more than they have and they feel like, well, you know what? I'm entitled to this, because I never got that and you have that and everything like that. They feel this sense of entitlement to take what you have. A lot of times narcissists as well, especially covert narcissists, they pretend that they don't have money. So when you go out with a covert narcissist, they're going to be giving you the pity act. Oh, I have all these bills coming in. I don't know how I'm going to pay it or something like that. And what's that going to do? That's going to make you feel bad and you pick up the tab to dinner. This is how they manipulate to get you to pay for everything. And, you're the one spending and they're taking your money when a lot of times they have money that they could chip in as well. But they're always going to play the pauper, all right? This is what covert narcissists do. They play the pauper. So the thing is, you guys, at the time of the relationship, you don't realize when you're with the narcissist that they're capable of these things because they've love bombed you. There's times where they show you that fake empathy. Covert narcissists show you fake empathy in the beginning. This is what fools people because they say to themselves, I don't know if I'm dealing with a covert narcissist, because there's times where they're really nice and they seemed vulnerable and they told me a story about something. Maybe they're not a covert narcissist. Well, you're going to know whether they are consistent with it. And what happens is a covert narcissist can't follow through. A covert narcissist makes promises and doesn't follow through, okay? That's how you know that they are full of shit, all right? They'll make promises to help you. They'll make promises to be there for you. They'll tell you, I love you unconditionally in the beginning, which is the biggest BS line that they all use, all right? When it seems too good to be true in the beginning, it is because, nobody can love you unconditionally unless they know you unconditionally for a long time to make a statement like that. So you're either dealing with a babbling idiot or you're dealing with a narcissist that's trying to fool you and love bomb you, okay? So understand this. The whole purpose of this podcast was to talk about how narcissists rob you, okay? But the biggest thing that a narcissist robs you is they rob your sense of who you are, okay? Because you've been beaten down by this person. This person has criticized you in every which way. They've called you names. They criticized how you looked. Maybe they called you fat. They called you thin. They called you old. They called you stupid. Whatever it could be. They called you ignorant. They say you have no friends. All of this is chipping away at your ego, okay? And what happens is when you leave that relationship, that's stored up inside you. And you start to doubt yourself, you guys. This is the biggest thing. This is the emotional abuse that these narcissists have incurred on you, is that you start to doubt yourself. And I hear this so many times from people on the posts where they say, I don't know if I could ever trust again. I don't want to be in another relationship. Fuck love and all this other thing. People are like, they are shattered. They are bittered from what they went through with that narcissist. And the other thing is, they don't have any self-confidence. When they get involved with somebody else, they think so low of themselves that they start to get treated poorly again because they think there's something wrong with them, because that narcissist has broken down their self-confidence. And this is another reason why a lot of people get into narcissistic relationships, all right? I need to bring this up because if you come from a toxic family, all right, and you've had, narcissistic parent that has put you down every which way, has not validated you, has made you feel like you are nothing, all right? When you go out there and you're dating and somebody's treating you like crap, you're going to accept that unless you have your self-worth, unless you know who you are and you realize that, you know what? I am somebody. It doesn't matter what my mother said about me or didn't say about me, or the fact that she never praised me for anything I did. I know that I accomplished something, okay? I don't need her fucking validation. But there's people that don't have that power, that, they feel low about themselves. And then when they get into another relationship, they get involved with a narcissist who maybe talks down to them, calls them a bitch, doesn't call them back, breaks every boundary in the book and everything like that. they accept that because maybe they came from a household where they saw that kind of behavior and they think, well, that's normal. Everybody gets mad and everything like that. It's okay for somebody to use profanity and talk to me and call me a bitch and everything like that because they've seen it and they think that this is normal, routine life how people should live when it's not. Because a lot of people come back to me and they say, why do I keep attracting narcissists? Why do I keep attracting narcissists? You could be attracting narcissists because you have something that's good that narcissist wants. Maybe they want sex out of you. Maybe you have your shit together. You have money. You have a home. So you come across this narcissist that sees that and they love bomb you. So you could be getting entrapped with these narcissists because you're believing the love bombing. You're believing that love at first sight bullshit, all right? Because that's exactly what it is. It's bullshit, all right? You don't know somebody. And I've debated with people all the time about this. Like I had one guy say to me, well, my grandparents, they met right away and they've been married 50-something years and it was love at first sight. Well, how many years ago did your grandparents get married? That's number one, okay? It's a whole nother world now. And number two, who's to say what kind of relationship your grandparents had? Because in the olden days, people, had their troubles and everything, and they stayed together no matter what, toxic or not. Today, the minute that somebody, ruffles your feathers, the other person's like, I'm out of here. I don't have to put up with this shit. I'll just go on a dating app and see what else is around. I don't got to deal with your mouth. I don't got to deal with your BS and everything like that. So the point is this, you guys, you have to be focused when you're out there and, you can't just buy everything that somebody says. All right. You only like you got to put somebody through a test. All right. You got to do the 6-month test. 6 months of consistency, 6 months of investigating this person. You need to be looking at this person through a microscope, all right? You want to look at their past history. You want to look at their family background. You want to look at where they are financially, okay? What's their job history been and everything like that. You want to look at how they spend their time, and it's not what they tell you because they lie. Narcissists will lie and pretend that they're home buddies. Oh, I never go out. I'm always home. My friends go out, but I'm always home. Meanwhile, that's the narcissist that's always going out when you're going to bed. All right. So don't always believe all that crap, you guys. All right. Narcissists to begin with, most of them, not all, most of them always got to be out and where the action is. All right. They live secret lives. They have different things going on. So, you got to understand something. A narcissist, you're not going to really see their true colors unless you watch that pattern of behavior over a period of time. So the first 3 months, with anything that comes out of their mouth doesn't mean shit because you don't know this person. So you can't just rush with the relationship. You've got to take your time. It's like earning a medal. You don't just give somebody an Olympic medal. They've got to go through certain stages of competition to get to that point, to get to the Olympics, to win that Olympic medal, all right? That's why it's worth something. That's why when you get married to somebody, you've got to put them through a test to make sure it's right. And why do I say all this? Because you don't want to end up in fucking divorce court, okay? Like I did. I'm trying to save your life, all right? Because once you have kids with a narcissist, it's a whole nother ball game, all right? And what gets me is a lot of influencers out there sit there and they say, don't listen to other people. There is life after narcissistic abuse and, you're going to have a brand new life and everything like that. Yes, you can. If you never had kids with that narcissist, absolutely you can, okay? But when you have kids with that narcissist, you're always going to have an attachment with that kids, whether it's going back to court to, for child support, visitation. There's always going to be things that come up later down the road. I'm going back to court 7 years later, okay? So that's just an example of how, what happens when you have kids with a narcissist. And the other thing is, when you have kids with a narcissist, you are going to be the one doing all the grunt work for those kids, because the narcissist is going to leave the responsibility to you. This is what they do. They don't want to do the hard stuff. They don't want to be the one taking a kid to a doctor, or, running and staying up all night with a kid that's sick or anything like that, or having to go to school meetings and sitting with teachers and discussing this and that. They don't want to deal with that shit. They just want to deal with vacations and the fun times. So this is what I'm saying. Be careful of who you have kids with, you guys. All right? Listen, I'm trying to save your life, because if you don't have kids with the narcissist, you go on your merry way. Goodbye, good luck. But when you have kids with the narcissist, yes, you could have another life, but guess what? You're still going to have to deal with that fucking narcissist who's going to make your life miserable, because everything a narcissist does is to get revenge and make you miserable for what you put them through in the marriage or the divorce, all right? So they rob your freedom, okay? They rob your freedom too, because they may not come and get the kids. This is how a narcissist could rob your freedom. They rob your freedom too, because you can't go and do what you want to do, because the narcissist is not pulling their weight with the kids as well. So you got to understand all this, the dynamics of everything when you're dealing with narcissists, and how they rob things from your life, all right? Rob your money, rob your health. A lot of people have commented about how they have health problems after dealing with the narcissist. One lady told me she had breast cancer. She found out after all the stress of dealing with the narcissist. People are going to therapists because the narcissist has robbed them of, their sanity, where they don't know what's right and what's wrong. And part of the emotional abuse that you incur with a narcissist is you doubt yourself, okay? And this has happened to me. I got to a point where I kept asking people, so what do you think? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? I didn't trust myself, okay? I didn't trust myself what to do about my son's medications. Do you think I should give him this? Do you think I should give him that? I constantly needed other opinions, although that's a medical condition and you should always get multiple opinions when you're dealing with that. But that's just an example of how you question yourself. You don't know what to do. Should I live here? Should I not live there? Should I work at this job? Should I not work at this job? Should I call this person? Should I be a friend with this person? You doubt yourself because you've been beaten down by the fucking narcissist that kept putting you down, all right? So you've got to get your power back. And the way you get your power back is by educating yourself and realizing that, you know what? The problem wasn't me. The problem was that I was dealing with a fucking asshole, all right, that is insecure and trying to put me down to make themselves feel better, okay? That's when you get your power. When you really don't care what comes out of that narcissist's mouth. You don't care what they say to anybody or anything like that, because now you see exactly who that person is. You see how toxic that person is, and you say, you know what? I don't want to be around this person. If I have to be around them because of kids, it's going to be, strictly business, text, what needs to be done. And if they don't follow it, I document, I take it to court and everything like that. All right. So this is why we do narcissistic awareness, to try to save people's lives, you guys. We want to save your life. And understand, a narcissist, okay, when you're divorcing or you're involved with a narcissist, they're going to want to have control of the money as well. They are the ones that are going to empty the bank accounts when things are getting bad in the relationship. You're going to go to the bank one day and you're going to be like, oh my God, there's no money in here. Why? Because the narcissist saw that the relationship was going downhill and they cleaned out the bank accounts right before it was going to hit rock bottom, all right? Narcissists are going to rob everything. They're going to play the victim to the judge and to everybody else, to the outsiders. They're going to pretend that they were so good in the relationship and how dare you treat them that way, and that you're overly sensitive and you're this crazy nut and you are just, it's just impossible to live with you because you're so unreasonable. Okay? This is the bullshit that these narcissists throw out. Meanwhile, They're a bunch of fucking liars, okay? They gaslight you. They're not transparent. They know they play games. Narcissists are all about game playing, okay? They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. But they're going to play stupid, all right? How do I know? Because I've seen it 3,000 times, all right? They play stupid, but they're very, very slick, all right? They know what they're doing. So, you wouldn't know that if you didn't have the experience. That's why I'm telling you guys, I've lived this. Everything that I preach to you, I have lived. This is one of the reasons I started podcasting, is because of all the games in dating and all that kind of stuff. I said, you know what, this is bad that people are getting hurt here. I need to expose this and blow this out of the water and make people aware that there's people out there that are really hurting and crushing other people. So, this is what it is. Narcissists play the game, all right? They play the game. You got involved thinking that you were dealing with a true, authentic person, but what you were dealing with was somebody who was a game player, okay? They were never all in. They just wanted something out of you, okay? And then I have these people that come back at me and say, well, there's narcissists that have been married a long time and everything like that. Yeah, somebody could be married a long time and they stay married because of who they're married to, it doesn't have strong boundaries and the narcissist does what they want, and the narcissist has a secret life on the side. They're talking to other people. They're seeing other people. They may be sleeping with other people. So they don't care if they're married to somebody because they're doing what they want. And maybe they don't want to divorce you because they don't want to pay out. They don't want to pay out child support. And you're the old shoe, the security blanket. So yeah, okay, it's nice to have somebody there that's company that I know I can fall back on, maybe cooks me a meal or, does my laundry or helps me pay my bills. But I don't care. I'll go out and do what I want to do anyway. You see what I'm saying? This is how narcissists rob people because they're not transparent. So whoever they're married to, they're robbing that person of having a life with somebody who really cares and is not faking caring, okay? So I just wanted to touch on this a little bit and let you guys know that, you know what? When you're dealing with a narcissist, do not trust these people, okay? Period, dot, end of fucking story. Never trust a narcissist with your money, your personal information. Never trust them with your kids. Never trust them around anything that you love, okay? Because if they can get some kind of benefit off it, they will, and they don't care who they hurt along the way. They're thieves, okay? They rob you. They're energy, what do they say? They're energy vampires that just suck your energy out of you, all right? They're just toxic, toxic, toxic. You're not dealing with a God-fearing man or woman. Understand that. Narcissists don't live according to God's principles. They don't believe in the truth, okay? They don't believe in speaking the truth. They're about lies, all right? And Satan is the father of all lies. That's their father, all right? So what kind of relationship are you ever going to have with somebody who's a liar? You're not going to have any relationship at all. It's going to be a fake relationship. So once you recognize you're dealing with that narcissist, get up and get out of there, all right? If you can get out of there. Not everybody can get out of there. And some people have to deal with it because of their situation. It could be financial or they're in a spot. You're just going to have to do the best you can do. I've done podcasts on this explaining how to handle it when you have to deal with the narcissist. But, the bottom line is, you guys, these people will not give you a life of happiness, and they will rob your money, your health, your well-being. They will rob your children. They will rob everything, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-confidence, and you need to get away from them if you can. I hope that helps you. If it did, please hit the subscribe button and please share the podcast on your social media. Have a great day. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.